Hello everyone, it's Kay. How are you? I hope things are well. I wanted to use this video time to speak about someone who I think was an awesome person. He's no longer with us. His birthday is April 21st, yesterday, and I'm still not over it. Prince was an awesome philanthropist, and he was an even more awesome humanitarian. He gave of his time, he gave of his finances, and he was there for his friends. In spite of the controversy that surrounded him as he grew up, often I find his music very comforting, and he wrote a song or sing a song called The Greatest Romance That's Ever Been Sold. At that video, if you watch that video, he starts off in a very seductive way. And then he says, now that your mind is open, listen to the words of this song. And I love that about him, because he would allow you to travel with him in his mind the way he would be through his creative process. And his creative process was awesome. There was a lot of things online about Prince yesterday, and I finally had to just shut everything down and just not look at anymore. He being a male child, he's a lot stronger than what a girl might be able to withstand. But he was able to withstand it and rise above it. And that's what we're trying to do here. We're telling a story. We're telling a series of stories. But we're also saying you don't have to give up in these situations. Because oftentimes, if you just reach out to someone who is already familiar with your situation, you can get the help that you need. You don't have to worry about what the world would be like if you weren't in it. You don't have to worry about, well, they'll never understand or they'll never believe me. They will believe you. There are so many things going on, so many people doing investigative work, and sometimes the church is there to help us, but it's furthest from the truth. Sometimes we go to the church and we can't get help at the church, right? And you figure, well, okay, that's where God told them to build a church and have the people come. Yeah, in some cases. It all depends on who you know. So I'm not saying that it's not difficult. I'm not saying that it's not tough. It took me quite a few times and visiting quite a few churches before I finally got comfortable enough to say what it was. So you don't have to go to a church. You could choose to worship. I just don't want you to be in a place that's really tough and you don't have the skills to get out of that situation. So I wanted to spend time talking about him today because so much of his work kind of spoke to my life. And in a lot of ways, I would listen to Prince when I couldn't pray. And I would listen to Prince when I couldn't talk. And I would listen to Prince with my babies around me who knew that they weren't safe in the house. And my sons would be like, why is he acting that way? What's going on? He plays in the band at in the music ministry at church. So why isn't he doing better? Why does he keep trying to make us do wrong things? Sometimes it's just a simple predator. He's found a situation. He probably knows that that person doesn't have a strong family background and know that the person's family isn't supportive. So these predators know how to seek out the good ones. They wouldn't seek out a bad person, like an evil person like they are. They don't want to be with two evil people, don't want to be together. One evil person wants to be with a good person to in hopes of corrupting that person or doing damage to their children. So they are deliberate in what they are doing. And I just thank Prince so much and how he went through with Purple Rain. And I'm sure it wasn't easy, but he's often given interviews and say, that's what happened. He told his truth. And whether you believe him or not, or whatever you think, it didn't matter. So he became more controversial and more controversial, hence the song Controversy. So I learned a lot from him. I was too afraid to go to one of his concerts. And when I got the call on April 21st, and then I got another call, and then my Instagram started blowing up, I was devastated. I was devastated. But I was happy for him. Because now, to be absent from the body is to be with our Supreme Being. So I know he's okay. He did his work while he was here. And he was able to travel and do the things that he loved to do. And I just want to celebrate him today. I just wanted to kind of get myself together first before I came before you. But when you look at other people's stories and you read their stories and their biographies and autobiographies about what they've been through, you can gain strength from things like that. So that's why this project is so important. We have to leave our footprint. So thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day. Bye now.